Hello, this is Dr. Lewerenz from Longevity Health Institute. We're here actually in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Longevity 2023 World Congress event here. I'm sitting here with Sahar Swidan. She's a pharmacist and a lecturer here, and actually one of my mentors. Love Sahar. Sahar's the best, the smartest. I go to her for everything, any complicated trouble things. So I ran into Sahar. I said, "Hey, we got to talk."
Yes, let's go.
And I dumbed you down. I dumbed her down because her credentials and are way too long. But
I get all the complications and I figure them out for everybody. That's
does
all you
figure
need
out.
to know.
Even when I'm in trouble. When I'm in trouble, who do I go to? Sahar. So
I'm like that Ghostbusters of problem solvers.
Yeah. Which we love, because I get those and then we pass them on. So, but tell me, we are here at the Longevity 2023 World Congress. And
Yes.
or 2022, excuse me.
Yeah.
I guess I'm right there, right?
Yeah.
We're on the edge. But tell me what you've been lecturing on, what you've been teaching here this weekend, and some kind of upcoming
hot topics well, welcome. This is happy birthday A4M. Like I said, this is our 30th year. We really have been always the innovators in providing and redefining medicine, really innovation medicine, always bringing you the latest and greatest to keep you as young and healthy and to really provide you with the best quality of life. So we've always been the leaders in education of teaching the best in the world, like Dr. Lewerenz, through the years of how to continue to optimize his practice and bring you the latest and greatest research to keep your health as optimal as possible. So the big thing is it's fountain of youth, right? Everybody wants to live as long as possible. So that's why we call this Longevity Fest 2022. Yeah. And it's not really just about increasing health lifespan, it's really health span, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just increasing age, we really want to give you quality of life as you age. So there's
quality
really,
and quantity, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So there's definitely some very advanced treatments now that we can use. There's some really cool cutting edge research. We have been teaching some of the stuff honestly for 15, 20 years, but finally it's coming into mainstream medicine. Things like flavonoids, the dark chocolate that we always tell you to use, the more bitter the better, but like fisetin, this is a great supplement that you should look at, ask Dr. Lewerenz about. There's some great detail about really kind of taking what we call dead cells or senescent cells and really changing them into kind of young, healthier cells so we can keep your body functioning optimally.
And that's the cutting edge right now. The cutting edge
is definitely
this senescent medicine, which is evolving.
Yeah.
But wonderful.
Yeah, or what we call immunosenescence, right? Really optimizing your immune system, because your immune system is your best defense against chronic illnesses. And what you really eventually kills people, it's heart disease, cancer, these chronic illnesses that we're always trying to avoid. So talk to them about some of these new revolutionary treatments for longevity. Rapamycin, metformin, fisetin. A lot of clinical trials are running this to kind of see how we can optimize that. The other big thing that one of the other tools that are really helpful to keep you as healthy and optimal as possible is really hormone replacement therapy. So bioidentical hormones, what your body no longer makes. So again, we're not trying to make you fertile myrtles, as I say, at age 60, 70, but what we're trying to do is maintain your memory.
That would be me. We won't do that to you.
But we want to maintain your memory, mobility, and function. So hormones are very important because they're literally cellular messengers to keep your cells functioning at high octane speed. So that's another great tool that you need to be aware of.
A great immunity.
Absolutely.
People miss that part, that hormones are key in your immune system, and the dysregulation and the imbalance of those. So,
absolutely. For immune system, but also brain growth, like brain-derived neurotrophic factors or things that kind of help your brain continue to grow and not shrink. Estrogen in women, testosterone in men, and really, but all the hormones together. It's the hormonal symphonies. Cortisol and keeping that managed. We know high cortisol shrinks your brain and the hippocampus, which is basically your memory center. So I know the past 3 years have been really trying on a lot of people with cortisol and stress. So improving that is huge help for people. So definitely talk to the experts how they can help you modulate your cortisol, optimize your hormones, give you some of these longevity enhancing, treatment options, balancing your immune system like low dose naltrexone, really cutting edge therapies where we teach thousands of providers at this meeting and several other meetings throughout the year to really teach your clinicians, your best friends eventually, to really keep you, make you the best version of yourself and keep you as healthy as possible.
I love it. I love it. And that, by the way, that is literally what I bring to you. What she just taught you and told you in that brief synopsis was what I started picking up here, learning, 12, 14 years ago. So,
yeah, and now like
you.
really
So
even
you.
peptides, too,
Oh,
like
yeah.
peptides. So, again, it's really cool. We're always really bringing cutting edge technologies and the best treatments for you. So peptides is another great tool now that we're teaching clinicians. Really we're coming into the frontier of medicine of longevity like we talked about, but also really regenerative medicine, right? Now we're getting into peptides and how can we enhance that. Exosomes, stem cells in the future. The FDA is really re-looking at that and how can we bring this latest regenerative technologies really into clinical practice to, again, not necessarily just increase longevity in years, but quality of life and keeping you as young as possible to always be the best version of yourself. So.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the insight.
Yes.
Thank you for the years of teaching and educating all of us. That's the only way, we get the knowledge from you and the science from you and the back and bring it to the best
Yes.
in wellness and functional medicine.
I love gabbing and I love teaching, so always a pleasure.
Well, this is Dr. Lewerenz and Sahar Swidan. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.